What's up, guys? Welcome back to another banger video, and today I'll show you 4 times I tried jungle distracting, 2 of which I failed at miserably, and the other 2 being somewhat successful. Please note that all these clips were recorded before the Halloween update. Wait! Before I get into this, I have to explain what jungle distracting, or just normal distracting, is. First off, distracting is when you distract the twisted so others can do all the machines safely. Jungle distracting is when you single-handedly distract every single twisted, along with Twisted Pebble, a fast twisted that you need to distract by either circling an island or taking a long area and circling it. When circling an island, you can only distract Twisted Pebble, no other twisteds, but with circling a long area, you can distract other twisteds alongside Twisted Pebble. That's called jungle distracting. First clip, I was unlucky enough to encounter a flower walking his dog, aka Dandy and Pebble. Before this, I had already successfully jungle distracted before, despite that time being my first attempt at jungle distracting. Sadly, I wasn't recording that time, so you don't get to see it. Heh, loser. So this was my first recorded attempt at me jungle distracting. Roll the clip. Okay, so I will admit that was some terrible gameplay. I made the risky and quite dumb mistake of trying to make a sharp 180 to go between Pebble and Dandy. When jungle distracting as Louie, you have to get to 1 heart, making you, one shot to all twisted, meaning you have to be super careful, and I was not careful and more careless. A little lesson for jungle distracting, or just distracting in general: don't make sharp turns with any long or big twisted. You will get hit. 100% you will get hit. Pebble is really long, making him have a big and long hitbox. So don't try to juke him out like I tried to here. Okay, that's the first clip. Now moving on to the second one. Roll the clip! Yikes. Okay, let's break that one down. First of all, I made a risky turn right here, which was definitely not a good sign. Whenever jungle distracting, I would say whenever you make a move or turn, don't try to make a different one. There's a rabid dog right behind you that'll use your lost distance to eat you up. My death was rather interesting. I made the same mistake I just talked about, making a turn, then switching at the last second. I think I was trying to get the capsule, but I'm not sure. All I know is that I should have just kept to my original route of circling and I probably would have survived. Okay, now time to show the times I actually did survive. both of these clips were recorded in the same run, so keep that in mind. Roll the clip! So, there is a lot to unpack in that clip. I'll admit, it might have been my fault that the pebble died, but then again, I did clearly state that I was fine, and I had got this, but I still take some of the blame. In this clip, I was lucky enough to only get common Twisteds besides Twisted Pebble. Get him on my personal best map for jungle distracting, Astro's room, or map. I don't actually know which one it is. I don't really care, so, And get Twisted Pebble when I had 2 boxes of chocolates, which I would say are essentially... why was it essentially? Why did I write essentially? Whatever. That I would say are essential for jungle distracting. Either a box of chocolates or an Astro or something. Or like a bottle of pop, but whatever. Now, on this same run, I encountered Pebble again shortly-ish after. Unluckily enough, I encountered Twisted Pebble with the addition of Twisted Sprout, and with only 2 chocolates from my box of chocolates, and 1 additional chocolate to my name. Since I only had 3 chocolates, and I was on a map I felt I didn't have very good room, I couldn't jungle distract effectively, leaving me to run around with Twisted Pebble on low stamina for most of the time. This floor had a lot of close calls, so I think it's fitting I made it into an edit. So without further ado, Roll the clip! So, did you guys like that edit? Well, you better have. Every single time I see that clip, I start sweating. Not the edit, just the clip, like the raw footage. The amount of close calls, hitbox defying, no stamina moments that took place on that floor were too close for comfort. So let's start from the very beginning. At the start, I collected every Twisted and tried to jungle distract the best I could on that map. Many Twisteds were lost multiple times due to me having to cut their line of sight, or LOS for short. Eventually, I ran out of chocolates, which led me to have to scavenge the map for stamina candies or just normal chocolates. I only found like 2 stamina candies. That map was empty, or that floor was empty. There were many moments where I tried to regain stamina by looping Twisted Pebble around an island. Many attempts gave me back little stamina due to the common Twisteds ruining my looping. One close call, I wonder how I was even still alive. I guess I just broke Louie's ankle so hard he couldn't hit me. With the one bandit I had in my inventory, I got away from Pebble to regenerate my stamina after it had almost depleted completely. After that, I picked Pebble up from the daycare and took him on a nice long walk, where eventually Boxing completed the last machine and we both got in the elevator completely safe. I think on this floor I took way too many sharp 180s with Pebble behind me. Sure, it did look really cool, especially in an edit, when I survived those close calls, but the coolness factor isn't important when it comes to survival. That's it, folks. 4 out of the 5 times I tried to jungle distract. Of course, I don't know everything about jungle distracting, but I do know one thing, and that's to never use brick and coal when distracting. Useful, right? Right? Anyways, bye!